Hey guys, this is gamercal playing the Pokemon trading card game. I have like 5 or so episodes, whatever it was last recording session to edit already, but editing takes a lot of time when you can't do other stuff. You can't do other stuff when your internet is down, because for the 3rd day running, oh Jesus Christ, it's so annoying when you can't really do everything you'd want to do, because yeah, I normally like to have videos and stuff like running, watching YouTube stuffs whilst I'm exporting and whatnot. But I can't do that right now, therefore I don't feel like editing. Sort of makes sense. Anyway, I did an absolute ton of grinding stuff because I wanted just to get the rest of the cards that I didn't already have. I actually haven't gotten Clefairy and Clefable again yet. Which is something, you know, because they traded those away during the game to get promotional cards. I'm hoping to get them again. I'm not expecting to, and well, if I don't, then I'll, you know, by the end of the game, then I'll probably grind a little bit post-game so that you can see Clefairy, Clefable, because none of the trainers in-game use them. Which is actually sort of surprising, but oh well. I haven't edited this deck at all, so yeah, I'm still running the exact same thing. And Mitch is the last person that we have to play here, so let's go ahead and do so. And he is Mr. Sadface. I mean, okay, I get it, he's a fighting dude, he's supposed to be determined and whatnot. But that is just Mr. Sadface right there. Seriously. I mean, dude, look at the brown pixels there as well. That is totally freaking sad face. And so it should be as well, because I am just kind of half cheesing this with resistance here, but oh well. Mitch can be kind of hard to beat if you just play completely neutral, so yeah, most of the reason why is because his dudes do a lot of damage. Hitmonlee, of course, we know does 50. Hitmonchan and Machop starts, I think he runs 4 of each as well, so they both do 20 for 1 energy. So that's a lot of instant damage, and resistance is very important for that. And yeah, the other card he plays is Primeape, of course, as you saw Mankey there. And that is pretty much his deck. I don't really need to show it off much further than that, so yeah. 0 damage, as always, because we can't have any heads in this game whatsoever, but oh well. He's gonna look at one of his own prizes, that's fine. I'm hoping he's gonna start doing damage fairly soon, because I've got Dodrio in hand, and I have a computer search for an energy if I have to come to that. So Jesus freaking hell, come on! That's just ridiculous! It's fucking 5 tails in a row now or something. But anyway, yeah, he's gonna start high jump kicking now. I'm hoping he doesn't have a plus power, but just in case he does, I'm going to go ahead and evolve this turn. Because I can still 2-hit KO him from here. And since he's gonna do 20 more damage, that means pretty much Dodrio is gonna Rage Face this entire game. And Rage Face is going to beat Sad Face. And that's pretty much it. I don't really need to put anything else down because all of his mons are fighting type, and that basically screws him completely because I have fighting resistance, so even though I only have 30 HP left, he has to do an awful lot of damage here. Actually, if he flips 3 heads, I could lose this. Don't you dare. Thank you. Okay, so that's a bit of a let off. It's a fair warning shot, but I think I can still pull around it. Let's see, I am hitting for 50 damage right now. He has 70 HP, which means I'll need to search out another plus power. I could quite easily do that, so let's go ahead and do that. And there we go, there is another plus power, so I'll use both of them this turn. That will give me 70 damage total. Yep. And with that... oh, good times. I really like that. I don't like the fact that he's put another freaking Pokemon down though. The fact that he does play an awful lot of Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee kind of gives him a ton of basic Pokemon. So you're rarely going to get away without KOing more than 4 or 5 Pokemon from him. And it looks like it will probably be 4 this time. Obviously I've got no plus power left, so I can't hit for 70 again. That was hilarious though. Yeah, it's gonna be 4. You really don't need to see much more. He didn't show Machop, but we've seen Machop in that in other games, so it's not that important, to be completely honest. And yeah, that is that, really. Yes, we are very good. So we get ourselves Medal Time Power Hour stuff. I don't know, it has a fist on it, it's awesome. That's pretty much it. And you get Laboratory Pack boosters from him. Laboratory, as I said, is a rare pack, and you know, there's only about 2 of the actual in-game players have one, but then a lot of the club leaders do. Fun fact is, as you can do with your hand, you can also sort the cards that you get in boosters by pressing select as well. And it sorts by type, going in the order from left to right that's in the deck creation thing. So it goes grass, fire, water, lightning, I think it's fighting, psychic, colorless, something like that. And then it's trainer and energy afterwards. So it'll always put the energy to the bottom if I have it done right. So yeah. That's pretty much it. It also sorts it by order of number or something, I think, as well, but details. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Dual Summon like us again, yeah, well, that will come later. Anyway, I am going to build a new deck because it's about time we had a change of types, and I will be back once I've done that. And we are back. It's going to be a Lightning Psychic deck. It's a one dual only deck sort of thing, and it's going to be an extremely weird one, and I'm sort of interested to see how this is going to work. And you'll see why in a minute, but yeah, it's mostly Lightning typed, because most of the Psychic, although I've got quite a few of them, they're not really that important. The only Psychic attackers are going to be new Mewtwo's. This one is of course the same one as before. This one I think I've shown, but it's... somebody has shown at least, but it's like, yeah, I'm gonna put it there. Farfetch'd is there just because it has a fighting resistance, and of course I'm using a lot of fighting weak stuff. Mostly going to be showing off Voltorb Electrodes. Most of it is this one. It's not that strong, to be completely honest, but it's there anyway. It's quite tanky, and that fits with the way this deck is going to run, because my main idea is going to be using Slowpoke and Slowbro for stuff. Now, Slowbro's power is like a weakened down version of Alakazam's, which we've not seen yet, but it's... basically the point is you can take damage counters from other Pokemon and put them onto Slowbro, so long as it doesn't die. Which means you can take 50 damage from other Pokemon and put it onto Slowbro. That seems kind of weird when, you know, that leaves Slowbro 10 HP from being KO'd, but this is where this card comes in, Mr. Fuji, because I sort of decided I want to try and use this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking damage that's on other Pokemon, putting it onto Slowbro, and then using Mr. Fuji in order to put Slowbro back into the deck without it getting knocked up. It means I've got to search it back out the deck and stuff, and that's kind of annoying, but I have stuff for that, so yeah. Also, if I get multiple Slowbros on the field, then I've got one Pokemon Center so that I can just heal the Slowbros and nothing else, hopefully. And if that fails, I've got Super Potion. So basically this is like Super Tank Town USA deck, and that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm hoping it's gonna work. Just in case, of course, we're gonna save, and yeah, because you really need to win this one. Once you've gotten 5 medals, it doesn't matter which 5, but once you've gotten 5, Ronald comes back and plays you again. And unlike last time, the card which he will give you is actually very, very good. So you really want to win this one. Which is why it's kind of odd that I'm using such an experimental deck, but details! What have I got? I've got computer search. I guess I'll chuck out Farfetch'd first because I don't know what he's gonna play. I don't want him playing like a Hitmonchan and completely screw me over, so yeah. Especially because I go second, and it's Mr. Mime. That's actually not terrible because I can get around that. Does mean I'm going to have to just charge up that, but what I can do, I can use a switch and go to Voltorb, and Voltorb can just do 10 damage with Tackle. That works perfectly fine. So he's using Lightning and Psychic, which is like I am actually, that's kind of funny. What else has he got out? Just those. Okay, so he doesn't have too much that's immediately threatening. I am therefore going to wait one turn, and I'm going to get Electrode out just now, but I'm going to wait one turn before I actually start doing stuff. Because what I want to do, since he has a Psychic type out and he's got 2 on the bench, I want to use Chain Lightning on it. Because I don't have any Psychic types on my bench right now, it's not going to hurt me, but it will hurt him. And I want to get it off twice because that will do 20 snipe instead of 10 over the 2 turns. So basically I'm going to hold out. And if he does retreat Mr. Mime afterwards, he's only going to have 10 HP left, so if he brings another Psychic type in, it's going to work fine. For me, not for him. So, Lightning Energy, fantastic, it saves me having to draw it with Professor Oak. Not that I was kind of scared of that, I'm pretty sure Professor Oak would have given me one. I have 13 in the deck after all, so yeah. A couple of bills, let's see if I can start getting Slowpoke up. I don't want to put it down just now because it's a Psychic type, so yeah, but I could get one if I wanted. Computer Search would bring that. I'd be hoping for a Trader though, a Trader would be better. Anyway, here you see the power of this Electrode, 20 damage and 10 to both of his Psychic types on the bench. Of course it does damage mine as well, which is why I'm not actually playing down one of my Psychic types, because I don't want them to get hurt. But it's all good, because yeah, now those two have taken 20 damage, they're one turn quicker, it's going to be one turn quicker to KO them, so that's good. And yeah, Double Slap is not really going to do too much to me anyway because I have 90 HP. The concern is if he gets Meditate going, because Meditate could hurt quite a bit. But even then, I have a Super Potion in hand, so I'm not really at all worried at the moment. I think I have this pretty much set. So, Chain Lightning it up, of course, and that will do lots of damage. Not really lots of damage, it only does 30, and for 3 specific energy, shit, that's bad. That's bad. That is not good. That is the definition of bad, pretty much. Yeah, Hitmonchan, so he plays Psychic Lightning Fighting. That's actually pretty interesting, to be honest. What retreat cost does this have? Just 1. Oh, that's pretty good. See, this Electrode doesn't do very much damage, that's why I don't really like it, but at the same time it's a fairly decent-ish card. It's not terrible anyway, because it can survive quite a while. It just doesn't do much for it, and oh, that's gonna hurt. Oof. Ow. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to computer search away Mewtwo and probably the energy, get myself a Slowpoke. We'll get this one because it's pretty useless otherwise, and that can go down. Lightning Energy, I'm going to save that just now because I don't know whether to, what I'm going to attach it to yet, because I haven't used Leak Slap. So I'm gonna not do any damage with it, which is unfortunate, but next turn I can put an energy onto Farfetch'd and then I can actually Pot Smash, which is good. Pot Smash I think has its own animation as well, which is pretty hilarious, but now we're gonna see the idea with this deck. I can use Slowbro's power, and this is how you use it pretty much. You just take all the damage counters that you want. So we're going to take that to there, and yep, just get rid of them all. And then, because I have one in hand, I'm going to Mr. Fuji away the Slowbro. So that shuffles it back into the deck. It's now not on my bench at all. I could have used Scoop Up, but Scoop Up makes you discard everything except the basic. And because Slowbro is an evolution, I don't want to discard it that easily, that readily, basically. So yeah, Pot Smash does have its own animation, and it's literally a pot being thrown on the opposition. It's pretty hilarious. And I think this is going to be good to go. I could go ahead and search another Slowpoke out, but since I only have one Pokemon left at the moment, I think I'm going to hold out on doing that. I'll do that once I get another Pokemon, if I don't want to use said Pokemon for something else. So Trader is useless, I need the actual Pokemon, not just Trader. Whatever. I could have put an energy on Electabuzz, but it's not that important. I'll probably do it this turn, to be fair. And he's got that going as well. Not really that big a deal, because I can free hit KO it. I think I'm going to retreat Farfetch'd this turn though, because I want to just swiftly KO this thing. So Electabuzz, energy, discard, it doesn't matter which one, and it's going to be a very quick one-hit KO, and it's not going to hurt me as well. Fantastic! Electabuzz's Thunder Punch, I don't know if we've really seen it much yet. It does 30 damage, and then if you get heads it does 10 more, but if you get tails it does 10 damage to yourself. Which is not really very good, but oh well. It's the gold standard for this time though, 40 damage for 2 energy. Okay, you've still got to flip heads to get it off, but 40 for 2 is an absolute gold standard for this time. And yeah, that pretty much makes it one of the strongest cards of the game, because it's a 70 HP basic as well. The disadvantage is, like most of the basics that don't evolve like this, it has 2 energy retreat cost, so it's kind of lame that way. Yeah, this deck also does well the whole Slowpoke thing, because I'm able to take the damage which Electabuzz does to itself and get rid of it as well. So it's not the best deck idea ever, but it's definitely not terrible. And it works a little bit more than possibly than Alakazam, although you could make it an Alakazam deck much better, but it's not a terrible idea because it really doesn't limit you very much. You've just got to keep getting out Slowpoke Slowbro, which is the only problem. Slowbro's attack, by the way, does 20, it's Psyshock, it's 2 Psychic, 20 damage, paralysis chance on heads. Not really worth it, to be honest, when it only has 60 HP and its idea is supposed to be a tank-like thing that absorbs damage from everything else, which I'm probably going to do pretty soon because, yeah, this is going to hurt. Don't get heads. Oh, shit. No. Oh, it's only Thundershock. Wow, okay. Damn it! Still paralyzed though. And my other switch is in the discard. I don't have Item Finder, so blah. Can't really do very much about it. I could use Super Potion actually. That's not a bad idea, but because I have Slowbro, and I can computer search a Fuji by discarding these 2. Yeah, I was gonna show Flying Pikachu, but I'm gonna make more Lightning decks later, so Flying Pikachu will still have a chance later on. So don't worry, Flying Pikachu fans, it's gonna get there anyway. Who would be a fan of Flying Pikachu anyway? It sucks. Okay, so move all the damage off Electabuzz and Mr. Fuji away Slowbro. And I still have 2 Super Potion in hand, so I can easily heal off pretty much all damage that he can do right now, and that is good. And since he hasn't paralyzed me, of course I get the chance to attack now, which is what I wanted. Mr. Fuji again, I now don't have a Slowbro, however. The other thing is, with doing this, it actually prevents me decking out a little bit as well, because I'm shuffling cards back into my deck. So, yeah, it's a good use for Mr. Fuji anyway. It's not necessarily the sort of use you would think of, but it's not a terrible use by anyone's standards. I don't really have very many cards left in my deck though, so I'm gonna have to be careful here, but I can easily get out Slowbro again, which is good. and we can start this cycle one more time. I don't have any more Mr. Fuji after this, so I can't do it any more than once more. But you are a douche, sir. That's all I've got to say. And you are still paralyzing me every single turn. This is annoying. I only need one turn here. Gonna Slowbro it up right now and get rid of the damage which is on it, because yeah, I don't really fancy getting killed by a Thunder Punch heads here. So yeah. Except he's not even attaching to Electabuzz, he's just using this for power hacks. So screw you, guy, you are going down for that now. Electrode, I do not have Voltorb. That is a slight problem, but oh well. I think I'll try and show off Electrode later on as well, because I'm probably not going to get the chance to do it here, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. I only need one more prize. It's a 2-hit KO for Tauros, which is good. Although he is going to do quite a bit of damage here. That sort of sucks. Ouch. Guy, why would you do that? Well, it makes no difference whatsoever, because I have Super Potion. So up yours, man. I'm just going to heal off all that damage. Screw you. And I get 40 off as well, which is good. It doesn't matter because Tauros has only got 60 HP, but it's still nice to be able to get that away. So you've pretty much seen the idea. This deck actually worked a fair bit better than I expected. By using the lightning types as the core attackers and Slowbro to heal them off, it's not terrible. To be completely honest, I thought it was going to be worse than this. But as it turns out, yeah. By the way, when I said showing off Electrode, I meant this one because, yeah, this, I mean, I don't even really need to show this off because it's going to get shown off in, probably not the next gym, but I know Steve uses that one from at the very end of the game, so we are going to see it, basically. So it's not important for me to show it off, I just wouldn't mind doing so in the end. But yeah, we won, it's all good, and I didn't lose a single prize because I kept taking all the damage and putting it on Slowbros. So yeah, anyway, the card you get is Super Energy Retrieval. At the time this game was made, this card wasn't in the actual game, so, you know, the actual real life TCG, so it is classed as a Game Boy card, but in Neo Genesis, so whatever the first Neo set was called, it actually got printed as a rare in that set, so it came out afterwards, which was cool. Anyway, do we have mail to read? No, we do not. I figured I'd check just in case, but I think what we do have to do is another club. And we have Lightning, we have Psychic, and we have Fire left. Psychic and Fire were the two that you weren't able to do at the start of the game because you needed a minimum number of badges to, or medals to actually play in them. One of the trainers in here, the one I wanted to get laboratory packs off at the start of the game actually, doesn't play you until you get 2 medals, so that kinda sucked. But yeah, let's just very quickly check if Ishihara wants any trading stuff. No, she does not. In fact, he does not. It's not, you know, thing, whatever. Not the point. And this is on. This is what I expected. So, this has been gamercal playing the Pokemon trading card game, and join us next time when we go and do another challenge cup. Another promo card awaits. And another new deck awaits too. So, see you guys next time for that.